Hey everyone, welcome to the daily angel card pull for January 15th, 2019. If you are new to the channel, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and also if you hang out to the end, you might get your own personal projection. I am picking up on clients I have at least a week out, so I'm gonna have to start pulling back a little bit. So, hi Andreas. Oh, again, if you are new, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and if something resonates, that is awesome. Hey, Danny. You can put it in the comments, you can put in personal message, find me on all social platforms. Hey, Jenny. You are so new. That is clear. Oh my goodness, Chelsea, that video that you sent me earlier of your dog was so cute. I showed David and Heather and it was adorable. Yeah, I think it was the selenite your dog kept going for. Love it. I wanted to actually post it, but I didn't want to do it without your permission. So, hey, if something does not resonate in today's reading, there's a few things that can happen. You can either let it fall away, ask for clarification. Who? Hey, 1,000 miles away. Or, you know, either way, if today's reading resonates with you now, either way, if today's reading resonated with you or not, you can either let it fall away, ask for clarification, you can mention how it resonated, and you can always book your own personal reading. Everything's in the description. And, well, seeing how I'm recording this on Monday for Tuesday, when it actually is Wednesday, I'll be doing the midweek projection with Zen Rose Garden. So make sure you check that out in the comments. It is this awesome growing platform. And, well, I absolutely love it. So, hey, powerful minds. I am so glad that you are joining. Let me know where you are in the world, especially if you are new. I mean, if you're not new, still let me know where you are in the world. All right, I normally save romance cards for the end of the reading. I love you too, Chelsea. All right, I normally save love for the end of the reading, but I was weirdly pulled to it today. So, we're going to start this reading off with love. North Georgia, USA. Awesome. Well, welcome. All right, romance angels. Now this is Doreen Virtue, and I have a lot of her cards. We're going to see where we're being pulled to. Hi, Matthew. Hiya, papayas. I like it. Awesome flow of word. So, what came out? We're going to speak to single and looking, reconciliations, and already established partnerships. Hey, Renee. Yeah, the rain. I love the rain. It smells so awesome out here in the desert. I haven't seen you in a bit. How's it been going, Renee? All right, we have soulmates. Yeah, well, you're the leprechaun countess, Chelsea. Religious factors. Someone's going through a spiritual awakening. You or both parties are going through a spiritual awakening right now, which it's like an arm being twisted behind your back, if you ask me. I mean, if you've gone through it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's huge an awakening, but it is still all the same uncomfortable and sometimes even emotionally, mentally painful. Oh, well, you're the leprechaun countess still. Regardless of who you're saying hello to, you have that title. Separation. Now, this is speaking about if you have been in separation for a while or in your singlehood for a while. It's something that you are in the moment of, getting to know each other. Wedding. Danny, I know that you hate that one. And give your relationship a chance. Oh God, it was actually just a misspelling of Santa Claus. Clearly, that's what we're going with. So, single and looking, reconciliations, and already established partnerships. What is this telling us right now? So this is talking about someone who's sparking your interest. Maybe you haven't gotten into that relationship yet. I don't have a satin robe. I used to have a satin robe. I kind of don't anymore. It had bridesmaid written on the back, and I'm not a bridesmaid at this point. Okay, so religious factors, separation, getting to know each other, wedding, and give your relationship a chance. You have been single for so long. If this is single and looking, you do want that romantic partnership. You do want that love that is coming in, but you still keep it at arm's reach for your own personal emotional safety, and that's not how you're going to get the love that you want. Oh, no. I was married. All right, I'm divorcing. So, oh, you're a satin robe. Okay. All right. Guys, if you are new to the channel, a few things are going to be happening. Your reading, my interactions with you, and then the whole world that happens in the comments. So please make sure that you join in that funky fun, say hello, and hang out to the end. See the other readings. I'm posting mid-month projections on the 15th and 16th. So stay tuned. It's going to be fun. Check out your sun, moon, rise, Venus, all those things. Okay. So you don't need to keep love at an arm's distance just to try and wait to see if something's going to go wrong in this. Yes, this person does seem so good to be true. And you want to know what? They are not perfect. They do have faults. Those are going to rise to the surface, but don't blow them out of proportion because you are just as faulted as anyone else. A healthy partnership is going to be faulted, and these are things that you co-create and work through together. So don't keep the love that is coming in at a distance. Of course, if it is an abusive partnership or starts to show those signs, that is when you step back. I would never tell you to stay in something like that. But a good love match and a good connection, that soul feeling connection, that's coming into play for you. So this can really go the distance. Take your time in getting to know each other. Don't force ideals on each other. This is what you are navigating as you are putting down that arm. Again, you don't have to keep them at an arm's distance. I know it's safe. I know it makes you feel secure, but it is holding you back from probably the best romance that you can possibly imagine. And if this is talking about reconciliation, you've probably been in separation for a while, and one or both parties is getting drop kicked through this spiritual awakening. And like I said at the beginning of this, it is like an arm being twisted behind your back. Yes, you have that mental expansion. Yes, everything is like breath of fresh air, but there's still the discomfort in the change and the new mindset and trying to acclimate to it. You got to learn to ride the waves. And the counterpart that's coming back into play, they are learning to ride the waves. They may have a really bad attitude about it, but that's not something that you need to have control over. So don't push them away. I get that it was probably a really crappy ending. Chelsea, I'm an ordained minister. I have performed 2 weddings, and both of those weddings have ended in divorce. So I will take you to the Whitechapel. I'm going to leave it to the professional, funky people, the awesomeness that there is. And I think I have to have a special certification here in Vegas anyways. I don't know, it's a thing. We shall see, grasshopper. So take the time and reconnecting. This doesn't have to be a sprint to some perceived end. Oh God, I don't even know how to surf. So right now I'm just kind of body surfing. But you know, you'll learn to ride the waves. It's not easy. I've already gone, well, you go through these spiritual awakenings periodically, and I know how weird that sounds, and I know how pompous it can sound, and you know, I've done this a few times, but you never really get used to it. That's the biggest point of it. You just learn to roll with the punches and really reach out in community. The biggest thing that I can say in this is don't go into seclusion. The waves of love, Chelsea. I love it. I love it. So, if this is talking about already established, there might be a recommitment to each other, you know, like renewing vows, right, Chelsea? You guys are constantly uncovering new bits about each other, keeping this relationship fresh. The biggest thing that I can say in partnerships is never stop dating each other, never stop courting each other. You can be comfortable, but not to the point of taking each other for granted. So that is the main thing. If you push those ideals on one another, you know, we've gotten to this point, we should be like this. You're writing your own story as a couple, all right? You don't have to have anyone's input on it. You are rewriting the conditions on a daily basis with each other. Nice, absolutely nice. Nerds, you guys like each other. Guys, if you don't know, Chelsea and Sean, they're, you know, husband and wife, they like each other. I don't know what that's about. I need to see a dysfunctional marriage right there. So, all right. Keep it lighthearted and fresh moving through this. Yeah. I love it, Chelsea. So if there's any questions on that, or if there's clarification that needs to be done, feel free to reach out in personal message. Everything's in the description. So now, where are we going with the rest of the reading? Because I usually finish up with that one. If you didn't hear that, my arm just cracked. I crack all the time. I try and walk silently through the house. My knees and hips crack all the time. This has been a constant since I was a teenager, so it's not like it's, you know, just the regular aging thing. I'm just kind of cracky. All right, let's see. Yeah, Rice Krispies. Oh God, I had a gluten-free vegan one, and I'm not saying it for any other reason other than I have a gluten allergy and I just happen to be vegan. I had one of those Rice Krispie treats from I was in Fishkill, New York at the time, and it was a pumpkin spice one, and it was one of the best treats I've ever had. I want one now. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it. Well, there's no floorboards here. Awesome, Danny. Pervert. And guys, again, if you are new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, check out the other readings, check out the weekly projections, check out the monthly projections, and see what's up. Hi, Marley Love. Hang out to the end, you might get your own personal projections. I've been having to pull back on the channel a little bit because, well, I do the after projections, but there's been expansion with readings. Oh my God. If you're catching this on the replay, go ahead and do the live feed. You'll see how everyone is talking right now. Right now they're talking about headboards. That's fun, right? I want this. Lots of vibes coming out. Time for a change. What changes have you been making, right, Danny? That is one of the channels that we follow. There's this wave that we're all going through. It's like the purge. It's not the purge, but it's a purge that we're all learning to ride. It's not comfortable at all. And one of the people that we follow and we read and we interact with, the title of their reading was Changes Are Coming. What was it, Danny? Pop it in the comments if you can. All right, so Serafina, I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage or sea salt bath or pedicure. I had ice cream. I had cashew milk ice cream, and it was amazing. It had like swirled caramel. It's so delicious. Well, the brand name is So Delicious. And I may or may not have eaten half a pint or more. Don't judge. You are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. You had a brownie. Yum. I'm going to have a brownie and ice cream at Vegan Nation. It's like down the road. All right, you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. The time of compromise is over. Why do we, it's okay to compromise, but not to the point of altering your life. Oh yes, are you ready for change then? What actions are you taking? Oh God. As soon as I saw that, Chelsea, I thought of you, you know. Now, that's what I was thinking, Renee, is a special brownie. So you are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine missions. So this is all a part of community. You can be a source of comfort for someone else, getting them comfortable in their this anxiety-ridden or panic-ridden time that we are experiencing, because it's happening in waves. You know, there's one person today, a friend of theirs tomorrow. It's all about learning to be there and learning to be that comfort for each other, not out of obligation, but because you may have just experienced the same thing. So we are changing family dynamics, we are changing relationship statuses, we are changing actual life paths, because it's like this is a world year 3, so it is in numerology. Last year was, 2, so 11/11, a lot of manifestation happening. This is the time of actualizing it. I'm not using it as a crutch, but I understand that a huge change in upheaval, lots of career changes, and it is so brave because, you're working without a net, and that is scary. The only net that you truly have in this, because you could fail, but you could also be this major success. is the the comfort of, you know, your spiritual community, your family, friends, whoever is on the same vibrational wavelength. And even that is changing right now. People who've been in your life for years are starting to go their separate ways. I mean, they can come back. It's not out of, you know, any sort of malice. It's just, I need this space to grow. You need this space to go do your thing. You know, let's see what this brings us, and maybe it'll bring us back. What's the yum about? I missed something. So, welcome the changes that are happening to your family, and maybe additions, and somebody might be getting pregnant, somebody might actually be going into a new family. It's just whatever that makes sense for you. And now I missed something else. It's the LOL. Damn it, Renee, you're gonna have to message me after this. So, how are you making the changes with yourself? Are you being patient with yourself? The Veggie Nation, oh yes, yes, yes. That was delicious. I'm so getting that. I've been thinking about that for a while, but since I just had ice cream, I don't want to wait a little bit, even though I went for a huge walk to get all the groceries, and then I was helped demolishing a bathroom. I did a lot of work today. I treated myself. So yeah, I'm giving it all that. So yes, again, with all these changes, I get it. It's uncomfortable and this could fail, but you have to understand that this is divinely guided and inspired. So wherever your anxiety and panic is written, it's a very shallow fear. It doesn't have substance. It's your resistance trying to keep you in the safe constructs, because it is new, it is different. Your body and your mind automatically go into survival mode. You know, this is new waters. I got to test this out. You jump in head first. All right, still waters run deep. You're breaking ground on that. All I see, Chelsea, is a question mark with a hammer going at it. So are we nailing out the questions? I don't know. There were some rusted nails, and they were so rusted that I went to take them out of the wall, and the head of them just popped off. I think I'm up to date on my tetanus shots. Cupcake and a hammer. That would make a mess. I love it. Hey, let me know if I could post that video, because it is so cute. You know, if not, it's perfectly fine, but the little videos that you do, I love it. You should actually post those on your YouTube channel. I think it's kind of safe to say, Chelsea, you've become one of my favorite people on the planet. She looks like my my dog. I have her on video. I'll have to send you that. My ex has her, and let's see. Where are we going next? All right. It looks like a lot of dogs that my families have had, like my mother and my father. A lot of Cocker Spaniels. Like there was Coco, the one that I moved to New York with back in 2003. It was black, white. Well, that was Patches, Princess Patches. My mother is such a girly girl. It is so cute. And she used to spoil these dogs raw. And she actually made their food special, and which I totally get. I do that. Oh, yeah. Well, there's Wolf. I think, yeah. My ex has Wolf. So, yeah. My mother just spoiled them. Oh my God, I knew this was gonna come out. All right, Danny, you're gonna wanna hit me with your car if you ever come down here. Soulmate relationships. Time to move on. Self-employment, rest. So I feel like a lot of us are letting the ideals of this soulmate, twin flame, karmic relationships, all the gravity that is surrounding it right now, we are kind of putting it on hold. I mean, it has been so much buildup for so long. It feels so anticlimactic that, you know, all right, if it happens, great, grand, wonderful. I need to focus on my life, because if you make life about a relationship, it has, well, love is behind everything in life. I totally get that. But you cannot just make your entire identity about the validation of someone else's love. That is beautiful, but it is not just your life story. It's about following your path, your mission, what makes you come alive in the world. And love can be the undertone to all that, but it is not, you know, isolated to one specific thing. You do have love coming in. You do have these soul bonded relationships coming in, but you cannot focus on the constant of it always coming in, because that always keeps some form of amazing love at arm's distance. Yeah, I hear you, Chelsea. And you know, who would be the ones throwing the chairs on that? Sometimes you just gotta throw a chair. I don't know. So the rest thing on this, you know, just focus on work, focus on what brings you joy, you know, relaxation, self-care, what gets that energy out for you, because there's so much creativity behind this. There is so much uh, pent-up energy, and it needs to find this healthy outlet. So that can be in the form of self-care, self-love. I don't care what you do with that. It just, as long as it's to your own personal expansion, you cannot go inside a box that you've outgrown. So if love comes, that is amazing. I do see a lot of love and a lot of reconciliations, a lot of reconnecting coming in for people, a lot of karmic relationships, even on a platonic level. But you can't focus on the other person coming in. You have to focus on what is in front of you, what is the task at hand. So take the expectations, take the pressure off yourself. This has been such a buildup. And again, I know it feels anticlimactic now, but when it's quiet, which I think it's quiet for most people, that is when there's so much crap happening behind the scenes. You don't see the wizard until Dorothy whips back the curtain. So be patient, be kind to yourself, be compassionate with yourself, and for fudge's sake, go treat yourself. I hope that made sense. If it didn't, I'm sorry. I think I have debris still stuck in my nose from banging down the walls in the bathroom with Heather, and a lot of tile came down, but it was a lot of fun. I don't know. I like remodeling. I like upcycling. I like stuff like that. It's, I don't know, creative. I like anything creative. I love artistic expression and even demolishing stuff. No asbestos. No, it happened. No, all this architecture around me happened after the cutoff of those things. Dust mask, I had one, but you know, things happen. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? All right. Oh. Guys, get into the flow state. This is the most important message, getting into the flow state. I know it's been a hurry up and wait, but you can't sit there and wait for life to just happen. I mean, it's okay to take a day. So 1985. I was born in 1985. Yes, Danny. Yes, it was 1985. How you like them apples? All right, we have release and surrender. Yeah, get ready for the show, Marley. The ocean, new partner, acceptance, accepting yourself for all your faults, that you had this amazing idea in your head, amazing execution, you had this entire thing scripted out, and I'm a demolition woman. Yeah, you gotta knock stuff down so better things can be built up. Hey, Cassandra. This entire, what was that? I was 6. Yeah, no. Okay, so you had this entire plan. You know, you had your ride or die with you. You had this entire vision for your future. Everything was scripted, planned out thoroughly. How can anything go wrong? And damn it, life dropped. Oh God, Danny. Life dropped in. Life happens, and I know. The comedic relief. I love it. Okay. So, you know, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. So that's what's happening right now. You had this idea and vision, but it was all based on shaky ground. So of course, this is where the demolition comes into play, and things are being knocked all over the place. Your psyche is being knocked all over the place. Your spiritual awakening is being completely rattled. And oh my God, what happened around me? You are completely lost in the rubble. And what do you have to do? You have to climb out of it, and you learn the basics of emotional and mental and even probably physical survival right now. But the thing is, what comes out of this, no one can take from you. I came in like a wrecking ball. I will not sit down on a freezing cold metal ball and pretend that my ass is not cold. Oh, hey Aquarius sun. I love it. Okay, so I do see a new romantic partnership coming into play. Now, it doesn't matter if it's reconciliation at this point or if this is a totally new person, because all the growth that's happened, it's like everything is new anyways. So take it as it is, you know, release and surrender the need to control the situation. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. But if you try and have it in this fun little bump box, it is not going to play out the way that you planned. Again, this is all part of life. You can have a general direction, you can have your heart make a decision, but your mind decides the method of execution. Because, Danny, apparently love is the effing topic, and I can't believe it. I didn't want to talk about it. I was, even in my last video, you know, even Jess and I were talking about, you know, just done with everything right now. Oh, all right. I didn't see this card. Signs and synchronicities, or, you know, notice the signs. So, guys, if you're watching this live right now, put in the comments what signs or synchronicities have you been getting, because I actually took a picture of mine earlier. I'm probably going to post it. It has to deal with the number sequence again, and it's so stupid because I was walking to Walmart of all places because I already know how to get to Sprouts. So I was trying to figure out how to get to Walmart, and I just glimpse over and there's that effing number, and I'm like, oh God. So I took a very irritated picture. Trust me, there was grumbling under my breath at that stupid thing. But getting into the flow state, go out and go live, go do things. Don't get out of your box, get out of the discomfort. I mean, take a day if you need to, but don't live in that moment. Well, you know, I need to find places to shop, Renee, and you know, I love Sprouts, but I just get stuck on one place going back and forth. I don't want to be in a routine. I'm done with routine right now, and I love that chaos. I love that just the source of excitement. So yeah, it's completely selfish. I get it. But yeah, I am kind of feeling like Dora the Explorer. I'm done with the routine. All right, so go out and explore. Go out and be your own Dora the Explorer, or whatever you want to call it. It's just don't worry about going out and getting lost, because if you get lost, you'll probably find what is at the truth of the matter for you, what is at the core of everything. And I know how dramatic that sounds, but that is what's coming through in this reading right now. So I'm sorry, but hang tight. No, it is not. No. That is not chaos and order. No. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna look at a few more decks. All right, where will... All right, we're gonna do butterfly oracle cards and see what's up. If you are just chiming in, say hello, let me know where you are in the world, and again, make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and I don't know, learn a new dance craze. The butterflies! You know, it has nothing to do with The Walking Dead, and I don't watch The Walking Dead, but every time I pull out the butterfly cards, I'm like, look at the butterflies. And it's like when that Carol girl was about to, you know, off one of the cast members. Hey, you wanna, I don't actually watch TV. Yeah, right. I used to watch so much TV, and now it's just, I have too much going on. I want to. Okay, remember the movie 3 for the Road? I found that earlier and I started watching it. All right, no, I'm just not into it. I'm actually really incredibly sensitive to gore and horror. I mean, real life situation is totally different. I'm really good in crisis situation. I know how to navigate that, but I can't actively and participate in that on TV. It's just, I have a very physical, hey, Powerful Minds. Oh, that's beautiful. So you're going through a metamorphosis. I love it. Yeah, I can't actively participate in that on TV and be entertained, but it's just a personal thing. I don't really care what anyone else watches. Unless it's snuff. Please don't be that person. And I don't know why I said that. It's a thing. Not for me, though. Okay, so 3 for the road. Oh, Jesus, Danny. Oh, awesome connection. I know, right, Chelsea? I'm sorry, guys. It's not normally this dark. All right, dietary change. I've been craving like crude vegetables. I've been eating a lot of, you know, like cabbage and red foods. I don't know, just a lot of raw vegetables. I don't know, you know, listen to your body, see what it wants, see what it's, you know, needing. Yeah, I feel really good. Windfall, heavenly signs, seeking and finding forgiveness. If you look hard enough, I'm not, no, Chelsea, no. If you look for something hard enough, you're gonna find it. But if you look hard enough and then you just let go, it'll drop right in front of you. So get ready for what you've been looking for or what you've been wanting, even if it's simple communication or acknowledgement or a pathway, an opportunity. Get ready for something really simple to fall into your lap. A simple windfall. It could be text message, email, it could be a phone call, it could be, I don't know, a sign in the clouds for all I care. I don't know what that's in relation to, Danny. Oh, I don't know what to say to you guys anymore. You guys are nuts. I love it. I love you guys. So, yeah. The signs and synchronicities are not in your head. I know, right? Chelsea is going on. I love it. This is going to be a huge opportunity for forgiveness and for fresh starts in your life. I really mean it when I say that the party that's coming back into play in your world has been dragged through the ringer. If you think that you've had it rough, I'm not trying to compare anything on any means, but this person has had it rough. I feel like they've had a huge dark night of the soul, relentless dark night of the soul. I feel like you are a talisman, a beacon of hope, you know, the light. And it's like they are just begging for some sort of forgiveness and just retreat, somebody they can lay their head on and just know that everything is going to be all right. You know, please forgive me for every stupid thing. Or maybe it's you that needs to be forgiven. I mean, there is huge communication going on right now. And you have to listen without a fight coming into play. So again, this can be through friendships, romantic partnerships. Actually, I have small fingers. This one's a size 5.5. I have really small hands, but I wouldn't say that, Chelsea. So, listen without the intent to fight. It's not what you think. It could be worse. It could be a totally different story. But it's not for you to create those events in your head right now because you're punishing yourself twice with that one. Anticipation is the biggest pain in the ass on the planet. You don't need to anticipate the worst. All you need to do is just go about your day, go about your joy, things that allow you to have that energy outlet, and let life bring this and whatever the opposing party is together, because this is a puzzle piece clicking into place to this grand scale picture, and it has a bigger meaning. It is not strictly about this relationship, and again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be lowered expectations, it can be platonic, it could be family, but this is a time for listening without conditions and letting someone come back in without guard. You can keep a loose eye on them, but you can't expect someone to let you down again when they have gone through so much change. And again, it might have been you who let someone down. So again, it might be mutual forgiveness, but you have to be open to the opportunity. I don't know what healthy ones, Matthew. Nowhere to love, to baby, nowhere to hide. I don't know. Eek. Eek. All right, guys. You're forgiven, Aquarius sun. I don't know what you did, but you're forgiven. If you're alive, if you have breath in your body, everything that is under the sun is forgivable. Yeah, all right, so Mr. or Mrs. Perfect, you watching this, you're not perfect. Oh, I'm not perfect. I have so many faults. I have said things to intentionally hurt people in the past. And yes, there has been forgiveness, but I get to live with that idea that that's cute, Matthew, that I actually went out of my way to hurt someone, and I'm mindful to never do that again. So be careful with your words. You may have been putting off these signs and synchronicities. You may think that you're not ready or whatever this is not ready, but you want to know it's not for you to decide. All you can decide is if this is going to be something that you want to reconcile, or you want to still part ways but still have that element of forgiveness to take that load off your back. So what did we have? Here and now, just focus on your breath. Focus on what is the task at hand. What is going on in your world, and how is it congruent to, the inner emotions. Sometimes we have feelings that don't match what's going on externally. And it's for you to understand, okay, is this a boundary of someone else's emotions? Am I just taking on someone else's issue? And then put in that boundary. It's not a wall, it's a boundary. It's healthy. And respecting them is even healthier. Clean it up. And this is why I say you're not perfect either. A lot of work being done. And you are constantly remaking and rebuilding yourself, making yourself the best version of yourself. You are the A-rate version of yourself, making the way for soul-bonded relationships. Again, it could be platonic, it could be romantic, it could be whatever you want it to be, but something is coming back in that wants forgiveness, mutual forgiveness even, and it is going to be something that goes the distance and be part of your family. So I hope that that made sense. Guys, I've been having expansion with all these things that I do, with readings, with hypnosis, working with Zen Rose Garden, and just a bunch of things that are happening behind the scenes. So I normally hang out and do this endless, who wants personal projection. I'm gonna scale it down to 5. So whoever is first come, first serve. And if you don't make it, you can either wait for tomorrow. You can also book your own personal reading and check out Zen Rose Chelsea. No. Or you can check out Zen Rose Garden. Everything's in the description. Danny, you will always be good. Yeah. All right, Jenny, so if you have a specific deck you would like me to use, go for it. I think you want love, though. All right, you're about to travel? Oh, yep, you're flying back to Indiana. Gonna go see your girls. Ooh. All right, so there is family issues coming to the surface for you right now. You want love and you deserve love. Everything about you stems from yourself, but there have been family issues that have been coming up. I feel like either years of suppression, years of conditioning, just ideals of what you saw in partnerships, and those you are seeing them for the twisted relationships that they were, because again, nobody's perfect, and you are deciding whether or not you want to carry that into family dynamic coming into play for you. So finances and career, you don't have to put anything into action right now. Love is going to manifest at its own whim. You just focus on your career, focus on your finances yourself, everything, having your ducks in a row so you don't feel like you have to depend on anyone else. I feel like depending on anyone else has been one of the family issues because you've been let down a lot in the past. So that is something that you're healing. This is definitely related to guardian. I'm going to say that loosely because, whoever raised you, standing on your own and not giving anyone the power to let you down, but trusting that they won't. It's independence. So I hope that that made sense. And if not, you can always ask for clarification. So who would like the next personal projection? There's 4 more spots. All right, well, it's absolutely cool if no one else wants one. All right, Aquarius Sun, for you, I'm getting Wisdom of the Oracle. Ooh. It was me. All right, so Matthew and then Powerful Minds. You are letting go of people who really fit this awesome family dynamic in the past for you. These are people who you've been around with for years, but there's been a separation between you guys. All right, you know, either inflated egos or inflating people's output. Any little bit of hook has been blown out of proportion in order to keep someone there as a validation. So you are stepping away from those people, seeing your worth, and just not letting these people try and downplay everything that you do. And this is a huge pressure off of you. Happy, happy, breathe. I feel like a huge weight is coming off your chest. I feel like you're really starting to fly high. You have the keys. You are ready to unlock yourself out of that mental and emotional prison. And it is a new sense of freedom and independence and navigating to what is actually your tribe. I hope that that made sense. So, Matthew and then Powerful Minds. Hey, Vale. Night, Chelsea. I love you, girl. And let me know if I can post that video because I love it. You're so cute. Post it on YouTube, actually, at the very least, if I can't do it, because cute stuff like that needs to be seen and gone viral. All right, so Matthew, you want one about travel. I'm getting messages from your angels. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life missions. I bring you messages from your deceased loved ones. I am happy, I'm at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Yeah, I feel like that is Grandma. All right, so you're at the end of a life cycle right now. She's helping you into transition right now. So happiness is on the other side of this. I feel like you're about to stumble upon a great happiness expenditure for yourself. I feel like you found your niche and now it's just putting everything into action. And then when you take excellent care of yourself. So, okay. Hey, Vicky bitch. Love the name. So when you take excellent care of your body, everyone benefits. So if you are not in a good place, then you have to set some time aside to practice unbridled self-care. Just no one else is outside of that. This is a time to spoil Matthew. What do you want? Either work on stories, work on diet or exercise, work on something that brings you complete release. And I hope that that made sense. So yeah, this is what is going to accentuate this new door that you are walking through, this new chapter in life. It's a very selfish but positive selfish chapter in life. It's not mirroring anyone's outdated expectations of you. I feel like you are very much stepping into your own individuality right now, not worrying about any sort of opinions, ideals, or any sort of judgment coming from anyone. You are saying F all that and this is who I am. You can love me as I am, or you can walk away. It's cut and dry there. So Powerful Minds is next. And let's see. All right, for Powerful Minds, I'm getting Angel Prayer. And after this, there'll be one more individual card pull. Oh, I love it. Well, that was getting Grandma. Yeah. There's a male backdrop, but I don't feel like he's highly active in your world. I think it's more of a support to Grandma. Ooh. All right, so this is for Powerful Minds. You have focus your mind, balance, take a step back. You have been so overwhelmed recently. Ooh, okay. So overwhelmed that you've become numb, shut down. Just people take, and there's nothing more to give, but people keep trying to take from an empty well. So what more can I give? What more do you want from me? I can't do this. I'm not going to do this. I'm going into safe mode. I am going to go get my balance. I am going to step away from your train and focus on this. I need to see the passion in life again. I need to see the passion in myself, and this needs a huge purification process for you. It's not fun, it's not easy, it's not any of those things, but this is what you have done. And I think it, in a way, literally saved your life. You have to do the self-care in order for anyone to see you as anything other than a giver. Hey, Lion Raw. All right, so Lion Raw, you will get the last projection. I had to break it down to 5. I used to do them endlessly, but there's been a lot of expansion. So if I miss you tonight, then make sure that you either come tomorrow or you reach out in personal message or find me on social platforms. But get in touch. I'm on Zen Rose Garden too. Hey, Katone. So I hope that that made sense. Focus your mind and intentions. Focus on what is directly in front of you. When you come out of hermit mode, don't shut anything out. Don't have it be black and white there. Just, you know, assert those boundaries. All right, so Lion, for you, I'm getting Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay. Resisting to cleaning house right now, huh? So no place like home, Treasure Island. You know that there's movement being made, but it's like you're just waiting for things to come your way. You expect people to drop away. You expect to be left alone. You expect people to abandon you, and that's not the case with this. You don't have to worry about abandonment. You can call people on their stuff, their crap, and just not have it dissolve the relationship. You can have healthy arguments, and I feel like that is something that you are going to be learning to navigate right now. So with this, the no place like home, yes, some people are going to take it as a shock because you didn't really take the time and effort in truly asserting yourself with these people. It was like a light turned on for you. It was like, I can say these things and I can have it be the truth, and it's not overwhelming, it's not over powerful. But again, you can't just expect people to fall away. That is the main thing for you. I feel like you're stepping newly into your power. This is a huge empowerment. This is a treasure chest that you just found. I feel like you have been under pressure, underwater for so long that you just emerged to the surface. And now you have all this fresh air coming into you. You have all this new love coming into you. And it is a powerful love, not soft, or it's not necessarily a nurturing, it is empowering love. Forward momentum love, if that makes sense. So if it didn't make sense, I'm really sorry. Ask for clarification. And well, whether or not tonight's reading resonated, make sure that you make a, well, post in the comments. Yeah, and you can reach out in personal message. Find me on all social platforms. You can find me on the Badass Academy and Zen Ed Academy. Check it all. It is in the description. Amazing people, amazing platform. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Wednesday projection.